Welcome, fellow Halloween makeup lovers. I'm kicking it old school, going back and doing the little Countess Vampira look for you today, and I hope you like it. Let's get started. Priming my skin per usual. For this look, I'm not going to use any foundation. What I'm using is a very light concealer and mixing that with a bit of the white cream face paint, just so I can look really pale. I didn't want to look white necessarily, but I did want to look pale. So I really had to go in on the chest here because, as you can see, my chest and my shoulders are much darker than my face because I am in the sun quite a bit for my job, so I can't help my tan. So I'm trying to get rid of it there as best as I can anyway. I don't want any glow necessarily for this look. I want to be matte. Going in with bronzer, I'm not using any bright colors, like no blush for this look. I wanted very muted tones. Now going in with the dark brown pencil. You can do black if you like, but I chose the dark brown instead. Now priming my lids. Make sure you bake because there might be fallout. And going into a dark brown shadow. You can use black if you like. I know black is very common for this kind of vampire look. I like the brown, so I'm using brown for this. And just kind of blend it on. Black eyeliner in the waterline and tightline. That's nothing unusual. And now smoking out the bottom lash line with that same brown. And now going into that reddish color. I'm really going to blow out that lid there. Really drag it up onto the lid. I'm really highlighting the brow bone because I kind of want the red to really stand out as much as possible. Now removing that bake, I'm going to use that same red eyeshadow onto the lower portion of the lid there, going onto the top of the cheek actually. And surprise, a very dramatic wing here for this look, all the way into the inner tear duct and dragging it onto the lower lid just a bit. Now drawing in some veining. If I were to do this look again, I would probably use some black paint and like a really thin liner brush, but this is what I had in front of me and that's what I used, so it's not a big deal. I think it looks okay. A little more brown to the bottom and then some more red, and really blending that in. Now I wanted to highlight my inner corners, but I didn't want like a bright color, so I'm using like this red glitter eyeshadow thing that I have. And I know I have a black lipstick, but I can't find it anywhere, so I'm using that black eyeliner instead. It's not a big deal. And I'm leaving the center of the lip a bit bare, so that way I can add the red color in just a second. And there it is. One of my favorite reds. It's by NYX, so it's only a few bucks. It's not expensive at all. And going on to the black liner and kind of creating an ombre effect on the lip. Now if you recreate this look, I would suggest doing the fangs first and not doing what I'm doing here. So I had to figure out how to remove the lipstick so I can put on the white liner over it for the fangs. So I just used a toothpick and a Q-tip, and yeah, don't be silly like me and do the fangs first. Now I'm using like that fake skin and creating like bite marks on the neck there, and just going in with different shadows, creating some depth and dimension. And I think I used that same liquid lip on there for the red, but later on in just a second I'm gonna add some of that fake blood. So oh, there it is, fake blood. I'm gonna add that to the bite marks there, and in just a second you'll see there's the finished look. I added some blood to one of the fangs and also the tear ducts to make it super scary. Threw on an Amazon wig, and there you go. Thank you so much for visiting me again today. I appreciate it so much. Bye.